you lost another one.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back. I'm here with the guys, Champ Dawson. Sweet Gate. If I would have played college football edition.
How you doing? Good to have you.
I say, how you doing, Dawson?
Good. What's up, everybody? What's up, chat? How's everyone?
Right, so let's get into it though.
How you guys doing?
Good.
I'm doing good, bro. I'm doing good. Not too well because we're gonna talk about it because there's some shots. These refs, this guy. We're gonna talk about these refs later, but let's talk about this first. Feel me? So Washington they struggled out. They barely beat Arizona State. Is now the Heisman race wide open? I'll start with you, Dawson.
Yeah, absolutely. Michael Penix, I don't think, had a touchdown in that game, and they won because of pick six.
Mm-hmm.
They got a pick six late.
Yeah, he had 0 TDs, 2 picks.
Yeah, I mean, I just think there's so many big games left, like for so many teams, and there's so many like big name players that can have big performances that can win them the award. So,
Champ.
The front runner, in my opinion, for the Heisman has to be Jaden Daniels at this point.
I agree.
He has more touchdowns than Michael Penix Jr. He has less interceptions than Michael Penix Jr. Not to mention, he has 500 yards with the 5 touchdowns as well.
On the
so
ground.
if he could beat Alabama, I think the game is next week on November 4th. I think he should be a lock for the Heisman at this point because his stats is better than anyone. So there's not anyone that's in the same class with him right now. Not Shedeur Sanders, not Michael Penix Jr., not anyone. He's been consistent. And he only has 3 interceptions, by the way.
You don't think that the 2 losses are going to affect him?
No, it should not affect him because like I said, those were 2 huge game losses. 2 very, very huge games. Not to mention, it didn't hurt Lamar Jackson when he had those gaudy stats and he won the Heisman Trophy back when he was at Louisville. So if it didn't hurt Lamar Jackson, it sure as hell shouldn't hurt Jaden Daniels.
I agree. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, because I think the way how this Heisman race is going, it's funny. It's so funny because the way how this Heisman race is going, still right now, Caleb Williams still has a shot to win back-to-back Heisman.
Absolutely.
He still has a shot to win.
They still play Washington, Oregon State. Like, they still play good teams.
That's what I'm saying. There's only one team he lost to in the Pac-12. So they're technically not out of the race.
And you brought up Jaden Daniels. They still play Florida. They still play A&M. They still play good teams besides Bama, too. Like,
Bo Nix is obviously still in the race.
Bo Nix. Jordan Travis got to play Miami, Florida.
I ain't lying. JJ McCarthy, your bench is still.
Yeah. They got to play Penn State. They got to play Ohio State. Hey, Marvin Harrison Jr. had a hell of a game Saturday. And I ain't gonna lie.
Marv.
I ain't gonna lie. Maserati Marv is carrying Honda McCord. Okay? Like, let's be real. Like I ain't nobody like, bro, if he goes and spazzes for 200 on Michigan and like 3 touchdowns, how is he gonna be not New York?
Nah, he can't. There's no the way how this quarterback race is going, there's no way he'll be in the Heisman race. I don't see it.
The only person who had a shot of being in there as a receiver was Brock Bowers before he got injured.
Yeah.
Sure. Now, the reason why I say Caleb still has a chance because the only Pac-12 loss they have still.
Yeah, they can still win the Pac-12 championship.
Well,
that's why I hate that argument when Emmanuel Acho came out and said he should sit out. Like, bro, he's never won the Pac-12. He could still go out and win the Pac-12.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying.
Another reason, I'm sorry, I did not mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
No, you good. Go ahead, Chad.
Another reason I don't think that Emmanuel Acho should have said that, because the thing is, if he sits out this year and then opts to come back next year, how is that going to look?
That's so dumb. That's so dumb.
No, I just need a legitimate answer. How is that going to look? Because you chose to set out this year.
How
Everybody's
are your teammates going to feel about that, bro?
Yeah, everybody's anticipating you going pro. You sit out because Arizona or either Chicago has the first overall pick, has the first 3 picks. Now you're looking to come back and be on NIL again. How is the college football universe and the coaches going to look at you after you do that this year? Because they're going to look at you sideways and they're going to look at you as if you quit on your team because you can't have an accolade or an award.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. That would be so dumb if he sat out and then comes back, bro. Just go to the league, bro. I ain't like just
Yeah,
go.
Yeah, just
that
go,
would
bro.
look
You just go to the league, bro.
that would look very, very silly on his part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure. Let's talk about this one. We can move that on. So Oklahoma, barely beats UCF. Is Oklahoma a front runner? Are they frauds? Are they any type? They may be potential fraud?
No, they beat Texas. And number two, I don't really see them being. They beat a very good team in Texas, and they beat them by a landslide. But the thing is, if you look at their schedule, their remaining schedule, they don't really be tested again until the Big Ten championship. They're not going to be tested again until that time because according to their schedule, from what I'm looking at, they don't have any ranked teams coming up. So they're not going to be tested again until the Big 12 championship. So it's hard to look at them as frauds right now when they just barely won a game when they beat Texas, who was a very, very good team. And they could potentially still be a good team depending on which backup quarterback that they choose. They could still be in the front one for either the Big Ten title or the college football playoff, depending on what they do. But no, Oklahoma's not fraud. In fact, Dylan Gabriel is a sleeper Heisman Trophy winner.
There we go. There's another name.
That's another name. That's what I'm saying. Like the Heisman race all this year is just it's so wide open because the running backs this year have been mad disappointing. That shit's been so disappointing. Like,
yeah, I thought Blake Corum was going to have a better year than he's having right now. I thought that entire running back core from Michigan was going to have a better one. I thought Blake Corum was going to come out here and rush for 2,000 yards. So,
yeah, I thought he was going to get crazy this year. But man, let's talk. Listen, speaking of that, speaking of all these big games, we got to talk about this one. Alabama beats Tennessee, and I was expecting the way how the game was going. I thought Tennessee was going to actually win, but like I said last week, bro, there was no way in hell Joe Mann was going to beat Alabama. So, how do you think that Alabama could be a sneaky team to go back to the college football playoff?
Yes, absolutely. What the hell? That's bro. The Saban teams that no one talks about are the sneakiest teams. The ones that lose a game early and then just slightly get better, slightly. Like they were down how much versus Tennessee, and then the second half,
points.
28-0. Outscoring 28-0. Like Alabama's real good. Like Milroe has his inefficiencies passing, but like I think the Alabama defense is for real. Like when Alabama's on, they're on.
They're on.
That's the thing.
Alabama.
The thing is, I'm gonna just be real with you. Everybody in the SEC looks beatable right now.
I agree.
Especially if people are gonna knock me for this, but I've been saying it all year. Especially my Georgia Bulldogs. They look very, very beatable, especially in the first half. And when you start getting into these big games with Alabama and hopefully if we make it to the college football playoffs with Michigan and Ohio State, you can't afford to have a sputtering offense with those guys because they're going to get out ahead of you and they're not going to let you back in the game. We have been fortunate to have a very, very light schedule this year so we can kind of go through the progressions of the new offense by Mike Bobo. But if we do that in the SEC championship or even in these next couple of games, we're going to be certainly handling the nail.
I agree. I don't think people are talking enough about Georgia's schedule the rest of the way because I don't think Florida's an easy win. I don't think Missouri's easy at all. And Ole Miss already beat LSU.
No, yeah.
And they still got the SEC championship. That's 4 games right there.
Hey, we talk about the Heisman. I ain't gonna lie. If Carson Beck wins these games, he's gonna be another Heisman sleeper. If he actually performs good and Georgia stays undefeated throughout this whole time, it might
without Brock too.
It depends on how I'm not gonna lie. He might be a lock in New York because they will have to give some consideration about that, bro. Because no Brock Bowers.
Especially because Delp, he is no joke neither because he's our other tight end down here in Georgia.
Yeah,
Delps is no joke, but he's just got overshadowed because of Brock Bowers.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure, bro. It's the Heisman race is all, bro. It's all like
This is like a crazy wide open year.
Yeah, real wide. This is the most wide open I've probably ever seen.
Yeah, for sure. Let's talk about this other game, bro. Oh man, this kind of sucks. Because it's like UNC always has like these years where they look good and then they just somehow, some way, bro, do a classic, just lose to a terrible team. So
Literally.
they lost 27-31 to Virginia. Let me ask just ask one of y'all this: is it time to start having the Drake May conversation that maybe he's not as good as he's advertised?
No. I just think UNC just does this every year.
Champ?
Mac Brown was doing that back when he was at Texas. Mac Brown gonna lose you one.
Yeah,
he gonna lose you one. He ain't supposed to. He gonna lose you one. He ain't supposed to. He ain't supposed to lose. So he's been doing this. He should have a plethora of national championships back at Texas. He's had some great teams back at Texas, but this is nothing new for Mac Brown or a Mac Brown team. So it doesn't surprise me at all. But Drake May, he'll be fine. I think he's right up there with Caleb Williams coming out for the NFL. He's right up there with him.
Yeah, it was just a tough loss.
That's just one of the losses. Like, bro, Virginia was 1-5.
That's what I'm saying. Do y'all still think that they're gonna make the ACC title, Sean? ACC title?
I don't know. That Duke game looking. Whew.
I'm not gonna lie. I still don't think Duke has it in them to beat them. But we're gonna talk about that game.
Now is Riley Leonard playing?
Yeah, he got hurt last game. So
he got hurt again.
Yeah, if Riley Leonard plays,
I forget about Louisville too.
Yeah,
that's
FSU to me is a lock. They're locked to go.
Louisville for sure is a trap game. That's crazy. But let's. All right, bro. Before we get to the other losses, we got to talk about these referees, bro. This, God, I can't believe. First, though, let's talk about the Minnesota-Iowa game. Was that a fair catch?
No! bro, I've never seen a fair catch wave like this, bro. Like this. Bro.
The refs. The refs.
I don't know what he point. What was he pointing at, the grass?
No, he was pointing at, what's his name? Because he was probably.
Honestly, I think he was pointing to see if he was the sideline.
Yeah, he was probably calling Peter because the ball was out the way and make sure everybody got the way. But it was a little crease he saw, and he picked up and scored. But the thing is, bro, you don't call that, bro. You don't call that. And then we got, bro, my Cougars, man, we lost to Texas on some bullshit. I wish I can just screen share on right now to show the spot. I'm gonna show, bro.
I was watching the game live,
bro.
When I saw the 3rd and 1 run, I was like, okay, first down.
Bro, y'all still run the run and shoot offense in Houston?
You said what?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all still run the run and shoot offense in Houston?
Yeah, because bro, how is that not a first down? How is this not a first down?
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
Like, we always talk about referee. Like, I know I don't really do the refs thing, but shit like that costs you the game.
Literally, like
that is easily a first down. And I'm gonna say this right now. Houston, deadass, I don't care. You can call this shit bias, Dawson. We have the best wide receiver trio in the country. We have Matthew Golden, Samuel Brown, and Joseph Manjack are the best trio. I think the only one that really is
better than Washington.
I think it's on. I swear to God, I think it's on.
Wait, do you think it's up with A&M?
Yes, for sure. For sure. I really like
A&M fraud.
No, but their 3 receivers are nice, but as a team, they're bad.
Noah Thomas, Evan Stewart, there like that.
Evan Stewart, Aniyah Smith, and Mose Muhammad. It's a nice 3.
Coach Shorts at Houston, he done got some good ass receivers, and I'm just that game just showed y'all the receivers that we got is nothing to play with. Like Samuel Brown was going crazy, Joseph Manjack was going crazy. Matthew Golden, I think had like 2.
All I know is people talking about Texas. Hey, without Quinn Ewers, they look unbeatable, dog.
I was just about to go to Texas and talk about
who do they play these next couple of weeks?
I don't even know, but I just know that he's out. He might be out for the season. And Malik Murphy's gonna start. But do y'all want to see Arch Manning play?
Absolutely.
Let's see him play.
Why
You
not?
making all that NIL money. I mean, they paid a fortune in order to bring you there. So
Hold on. He was ranked a 1.00 recruit. You damn right I want to see him play.
Yeah, I want to see if he got it in him.
Yeah.
I want to see if he's hit. I want to see if he's Peyton or Eli.
Or let's see if he's Arch E. Because they say he can move a little.
Yeah, I mean, I think and plus, they got a good running game. They got a good running game.
I can't lie. Jonathan Brooks is one of the most underrated players in the whole country.
Yeah, Jonathan Brooks could definitely take some pressure off of him. He could definitely hide him a little bit. And they got a good defense out there in Texas.
And Texas's receivers are loaded. A.D. Mitchell, Worthy, the tight end Sanders. They good. Yeah,
so let him play. See how it rolls. I mean, hey, it can't hurt because you got to see what you got next year. Because Quentin Ewers, I don't think he's going to be there next year.
I think to me, I'm not going to lie to you. This is the second year in a row Quinn's gotten hurt. I think he's going to the league.
I think this is about to happen. I think that Malik Murphy, he's going to play. They're going to win out, and they probably going to maybe lose to Oklahoma or somehow, some way. And then Malik Murphy's gone. He's transferring.
You think Arch Manning's lock starting next year?
For sure. I think Malik Murphy is probably going to go to Alabama. He can go to a big old school because bro, his talent is through the roof.
You know where he might go?
Where?
No, that would be crazy. Never mind. I was going to say Oklahoma, but that would have been crazy.
That would be disgusting.
That would be crazy.
That would be.
They need a quarterback next year.
I don't know. These refs, these refs were terrible, bro, and I could not.
But this ain't just happening in college. This is happening in the NFL.
Pros, the Steelers Rams game was.
It was just so.
Yeah, this happened everywhere.
So much bad officiating in that game. It was just ridiculous. But let's talk about this other games I forgot to talk about. Ohio State damn near basically dominated Penn State.
Yeah, they dominated. That was defensive domination.
Is Drew Aller? Now, is Drew Aller not? Is he a fraud?
He's a fraud, as in this is the Penn State quarterback they needed to take him over the hump. Because I'm not going to lie to you, if he couldn't beat out Sean Clifford last year, how are you taking the team over the hump, bro?
Chan, what do you think?
To be honest with you, I mean, you have to put some of this blame on James Franklin because the thing is, I don't know why you call – this is some of the same play calling we saw last year and the year before. When at some point do you change up some of this play calling and some of your approaches at these big games? Since he's been there, he has not beaten Ohio State. He's not beaten Michigan. He's literally just frozen those games. Now, in the other big games, he's won big. But in those two, he's froze. Yeah. It's pretty much a lock every year, no matter how good Penn State is. They're going to have two losses every single year, and that is to Michigan and that is to Ohio State. And I think I posted a video about this. Don't be surprised later on this year as the season goes on, you start hearing rumors about James Franklin and him leaving Penn State. Don't be surprised.
To where? Another college or like the NFL?
Another college, maybe. Because they may be looking to move on from him, or he might be looking to leave himself. Like I said, he's never beaten Ohio State. He's never beaten Michigan. Those two teams were already in the playoff. They were in the college football playoffs last year. And Michigan was in the college football playoffs, I think, 2 years in a row. So who do you have to beat in order to beat them? You have to beat one of those teams in order to get to the college football playoff.
Yeah, the last time y'all won was
Saquon with Barkley.
And that's terrible because Saquon.
That's how Saquon's been in the NFL for 6 or 7 years, bro.
It's like 6, 7. That's like 6 years ago. It was like 6 years ago.
Yeah. Ohio State's had 3 first-round quarterbacks drafted since then, bro.
Yeah, bro,
other than C.J. Stroud, none of them have been any good either.
So, do y'all think that Ohio State is a lock college football top 4? Is a lock, even if they lose to Michigan?
It depends on what other teams do.
It depends on the Pac-12.
Do you remember, bingo, do you remember last year what had to happen? Because Utah had to beat USC again. And that's why Ohio State got in.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You for sure right.
Yeah.
It's
Trent,
going to depend on the
we talked
Pac-12.
about this, though, Trent. We talked about the Pac-12 beating each other up. Like 10 and 11 and 2 might be
that happen.
Like, that could happen. Or, like, they beat each other up.
Yeah, they're gonna beat the crap out of each other these next couple of weeks because it's finna get ugly.
Oregon State, no sleeper either, man. That's a tough team.
It is.
Yeah, but hey, that's another QB that's in the sleeper. DJ Ukulele is a sleeper in the Heisman contention, bro. He is. If they went out, especially, yeah, there's a lot of quarterbacks that could potentially be in New York that we know.
Clemson is regretting releasing him.
Clemson's are frauds because of Preacher Man. Preacher Man is dead as a fraud, bro. He's just a fraud. I can't get with that.
Bro lost to Miami, bro.
Well, speaking up on teams beating up on each other, it's just official. Utah owns USC.
Yeah.
So they beat them with a game-winning field goal. And what was your thoughts on this game? Well, let me get my dog Bama just pulled up. Yo, Bama.
Yo,
it was good. Appreciate you coming. We was just talking about we're gonna go back to Bama real quick, but for one, how did you feel about the Utah USC game if you watched it? Bama.
Yeah.
You heard me?
Yeah. Oh, I already told you, bro, what it is with USC, especially Utah. Even with my felt like the two losses would have been like somebody like USC and Utah for that reason, because Utah just got that physical defense in the Pac-12. Everybody pretty much playing flag football except for them and Stanford on most occasions, and Utah just got that formula, got that number, man. They lean heavily on that. They pretty much make it unfun for teams like USC when they go and play them, and they actually got the foundation to stand on it, which Colorado don't. But like I said, y'all rate Caleb Williams too high. He's a human. Relax, get off of him. Y'all just think that he can turn water into wine, and it's just necessarily not really like that. He got a slew of weapons over there. There's no excuse for him to lose the games like what they do. You could put it on coaching too. But yeah, it is what it is. It's not a huge gap between Caleb and everybody else. He human, bro. Like,
bro, we are not doing this, Bama. And we are not.
Yeah, we doing it. We're doing
bro,
it.
who is close to Caleb Williams?
Y'all make it.
Who?
Michael Penix.
Thank you.
Stop. No, he's not.
Penix.
No, he's not. If you want to say he's playing close to him,
playing wise, yes.
Hey,
yes. I'm talking about in general.
Playing wise. Hey, Nick, playing wise, JJ McCarthy. That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. Forrest playing ball, bro. You could pick any team, any one of them Power 5 teams, pretty much in a groove, bro. And them quarterbacks on any day can beat somebody like a Caleb Williams. It's not Caleb is just so good. I'll take Jalen Milroe over Caleb Williams.
Shut up!
No.
Oh my!
Shut up!
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I wouldn't do. I'm SEC all day, but that ain't happening.
This is why I be saying, bro, Bama, you just be talking because the main reason and the only thing that's been the issue with USC and it's always been the issue with USC is the defense. If Caleb Williams had Oregon's defense, they would not lose a single game.
Well, the thing is, that's Lincoln Riley's pedigree. If you really want to be honest with you, he did the same thing at Oklahoma. I mean, he had those top offenses with Baker Mayfield, and he had another top offense with Jalen Hurts. He had another top offense with
They keep bringing back Alex Grinch, and somehow, some way, they trying to say Caleb Williams is not. You trying to say Caleb Williams is not all that? If you want to say playing wise, there are a couple of QBs that are playing better than Caleb Williams. But in general,
I'm not saying that he's not good, but what I'm saying is how y'all make it seem like it's a Mahomes gap between him and the other college quarterbacks. I don't think so. I think on any given Saturday, any one of them quarterbacks matching up against a Caleb Williams and a USC, the outcome would be similar, just like that. Like, and it's not like he's going, and it's not like it's just guaranteed he's gonna light them other teams up. It's no guarantee that he'll light up at Michigan. There's no guarantee that he'll light up at Ohio State. There's no guarantee that he'll light up at Alabama. So then again, it'll be based off of that P word that I hate so much, potential, expecting haven't seen him do yet. Like, oh, he's just magically going to be the guy who's going to knock these teams off.
Why are you comparing why are you comparing the teams versus other teams? We're talking about the player. Again, when we talk about the quarterback who Caleb Williams is, we want to say there's multiple quarterbacks playing better than him right now. I'm not going to argue that because I don't really care for that. But I'm talking about who is the best quarterback in college football. It is no debate. Not even close. Caleb Williams. It was Caleb Williams. Then you want to put in Drake May, and then the rest falls in. There's a gap between Caleb Williams and everybody.
I don't think so. I think Cam Ward Jr. I think Michael Penix. I think it's a lot of other quarterbacks. Yeah,
Cam Ward Jr. just got waxed last week, brother.
You think Cam Ward Jr. is close to Caleb Williams?
Bro, all of them, bro. At the end of the day, it is just college, bro. Because how many times have we seen this where them dudes go to the NFL and it's a whole different story. It's a whole different ball game. You could argue and say this past year, would you argue and say that Anthony Richardson, he was like a bottom tier quarterback. Out of all the quarterbacks that got drafted, you would have said Anthony Richardson. And what happened when he magically went?
I know, as a prospect, Anthony Richardson is a top 5 prospect for sure. I wasn't one
I didn't see that when I was watching him last year.
Exactly. Thank you, OG. That's what I'm just talking about. Based off a quarterback, he was.
Yeah, he wasn't
out of all the quarterback rankings, he was dumb low.
Yeah, he wasn't. When you talk about him as player 40, he wasn't that good. But when you look at him as a prospect, as a top 5 prospect as a quarterback. But when you look at Caleb,
I think it was a.
Go ahead,
I think it was the reach for people with Anthony Richardson anyway. I feel like everybody was trying to find the next diamond in the rough Lamar Jackson type player. That's the reason why everybody was looking at Anthony Richardson, because he didn't even throw 200 yards for almost the entire year when he was at Florida last year. He barely threw for over 200 yards all year long. So I didn't really see it doing that.
And then Bama, you arguing 2 different points. You're talking about going to the league. We're talking about coming out of college and who's the best college football quarterback in the country. It is Caleb Williams. You can't argue Cam Ward. You can't argue Shador. You can't argue Drake May. You ain't about to argue Michael Penix. It flat out the best.
Did you see that last drive Michael Penix did, though?
Exactly.
At Oregon?
Yes.
Yeah,
now, I'm just going to play devil's advocate and look at that. Did you see that last drive? And how he threaded the needle on that last touchdown pass?
Thank you.
Yeah, that's for sure.
3 yards. 3 plays. 58 yards.
Yes, for sure. That was a great defense.
So that.
Yeah, for sure.
So
but I don't think. I'm talking about as who was the better college football quarterback. Michael Penix is great, but it hurts Michael Penix coming into the draft, bro. He had 2 shoulder injuries, 2 ACLs. That plays in the factor. If he didn't have that, he'd be a top 5 pick lock. But now it's looking like he's probably gonna be like he's probably gonna be an early second rounder, late first. That's just what it is. And I still don't think Michael Penix is better than Caleb Williams at all.
I don't think he's better than Caleb Williams. I have to be honest with you about that. But Caleb Williams is not beating him by a mile, I would say. Maybe half a mile, but not a full mile.
So you don't think that Caleb Williams is clear-cut the best quarterback in the country?
Like I said, he's the best. Mm-hmm. But like I said, with him and Michael Penix Jr., the gap is not that wide. I mean, if you really ask me, Michael Penix Jr. looks just like Warren Moon out there. He looks just like Warren Moon. His delivery, his throwing, the accuracy, the velocity of the ball, everything. He looks just like Warren Moon. And that looks just like the Warren and Shoot offense in Houston.
All right. Dawson, how you feel about it?
Dude, Caleb Williams is the best, bro. I don't care if he's had 2 bad games, they lost 2 games, bro. He's still the best quarterback in the country, bro.
I say because we talking about comparisons too. There's some Mahomes in him too that we talk about him. I get the Warren Moon for sure. He was a good quarterback. Shit, Caleb Williams got some shit that a lot of people don't have as a quarterback, bro. A lot of people.
One thing people are not taking into account is this, and this is just me playing devil's advocate, hot take, whatever you want to call it. Only one quarterback that Lincoln Riley produced has ever succeeded in the NFL for a long period of time. Well, for a short period of time. That's Jalen Hurts. All the rest of them washed out quick. So that's something to think about when you're taking a Lincoln Riley quarterback.
And guess where he had to get his mentality from? Built by Bama, baby. Which brings me to I'm trying to tell you, I'm finna push this. Jalen Milroe is the best quarterback in the country, bro.
Shut up, bro.
Because look,
if we talk about something that other quarterbacks can't do, Jalen Milroe runs 4.2. He's the fastest guy on Alabama football team. He's the fastest guy. He runs 4.2. Jalen Milroe runs 4.2.
Jalen Milroe is not even better than Graham Mertz.
He runs 4.2.
What are we talking about, bro?
And he does not scramble. Oh my God!
They weren't even sold on him in the beginning of the year.
If we was utilizing his legs right now,
This is a different. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Do we
It
not?
is
You not utilize his legs a lot?
No, not at all.
Well,
No, not
good
at
enough.
all.
Use him good
Not
enough.
at all. If we use him how they use Bo Nix up there in Oregon with them double pulls and counters, oh my gosh, bro. We would beat everybody by 60, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you, dog. Jalen Milroe is getting comfortable from the pocket. He realized that we got a slew similar to Jared Judy, Henry Ruggs, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. Them receivers we got.
What a whistle! What a whistle! What a whistle! What a whistle!
Repeat what you just said. Jalen Milroe has what?
A slew of receivers. Like, we got real deal receivers right now.
Did you not see Jermaine Burton his ass?
I ain't talking about him. I'm talking about Isaiah Bond. I'm talking about Kobe Prentice. I'm talking about Kendrick Law, Christian Hale. Bro, oh my God, y'all really sleeping on Bama.
We need that whistle. We need that whistle, Trent.
We got a lot of promise, bro. I like what I'm seeing from him. If yo bum ass homeboy didn't drop that fucking fade ball in the back of the end zone, he would have had 4 touchdowns on the day, but it hit him right in the shoulder pass and it bounced Butterfingers, like what I told you. But anyway,
you realize he's been throwing an interception a game, right?
A lot of
you realize he's been averaging almost an interception a game.
Talk about
that offensive line is horrible though.
What is the offensive
line? Oh, now it's the offensive line.
Bad pick.
Because if you look at Alabama,
how does Alabama have a horrible offensive line?
Because look how they get pressured on every play. Bro, y'all just gonna be watching the game.
Jalen Milroe holds the ball for 30 seconds too.
No, he does not. He holds the 30s. He holds the ball like for a second and a half. And then when the pocket is finally clean, when the pocket is finally clean, he finds the right guy magically every time. Y'all not finna do this with Jalen Milroe. Everybody be disrespecting him for no reason.
Let's not act like
guy.
Jalen Milroe doesn't hold on the ball for 50,000 times to take sacks.
No, he don't.
Yeah, you being delusional. You being delusional.
I'm not being delusional. J.C. Latham has not lived up to the hype yet.
Jalen Milroe ain't lived up to the hype either.
Who?
Jalen Milroe hasn't lived up to the hype either.
Bro, what I'm trying to tell you, he's coming into his own, bro. He's showing that he's a pocket passer. When he first came to Alabama,
he's a pocket passer.
Bro, a pocket passer. If y'all think so you just think Jalen Milroe be scrambling every game?
No, we're not saying that. We're not saying that,
man. Like I said, I watch Bama every single game. My grandmother's an Alabama fan, so I watch Bama every. I'm not seeing what you're seeing. I may have to go back and look at some tape, but I'm not. I watch them and dissect them every game. I'm not seeing what you're seeing.
Jalen Milroe does. It's really weird to me. Jalen Milroe, when he's getting pressured, is actually really good at throwing the football. And when he has time, he's kind of iffy. Like, it's really weird. I don't know. I've never seen that from a quarterback. But, hey, Jalen Milroe, he's got potential. But and also, Jalen Milroe has improved from the first game till now, too. I will say that about you.
He has improved.
He has improved.
But calling him the best quarterback in the league, that's kind of a stretch.
Yeah, man, definitely.
Hey, that's what I'm here to stretch.
I'm stretching anyway.
I hope not.
Out already.
I hope not.
I'm stretched out already.
All right, so we got mad time because it's only 4 of us today, so we're about to do these predictions for next week, and then I'm just gonna ask y'all some questions. There's gonna be some questions back. Hold on. But nah, let's keep it going though. Let's get to these predictions. Come on. But all right, let's go. Can potentially. Then I'm gonna start with this first game. I'm gonna start with you, Dawson. Florida versus Georgia. Who you got?
Woo! Okay, man. I know a lot of people think Georgia's gonna win. I want to pick Florida bad, but I'm still going to pick Georgia. They had 2 weeks to prepare. I know Florida did too. I still think Georgia's just better. So I'm going to pick Georgia. I'm going to pick Georgia 28-24. I'm going to pick Georgia 28-24.
Bama, who you got? Bama, you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, who you got?
I don't know, man. Brock Bowers back?
Nope.
Not out for the year.
He out for the year, brother.
Ooh, that's tough. That's tough. I'm gonna go Florida in the upset.
I wanted to so bad.
All right, champ. Georgia,
Florida
you a
upset,
Georgia
my
fan?
guy.
Georgia fan? Who you got?
We playing at home, so go Dogs. We playing at home, so go Dogs. I think that Dimps is a little bit better than people are giving him credit for. I think he was just overshadowed by Brock Bowers, and we've had 2 weeks to prepare. If we was playing Florida directly the week after Brock Bowers got hurt, I would be a little worried. But we had more time to game plan and incorporate Dimps in the offense. So I think that we're going to take on Florida. It's going to be close. I really think it's going to be close.
That's going to be a war.
Yeah, we're going to come out sputtering as usual. We're going to come out.
I agree. Georgia comes out slow. Like their offense will come out slow.
Yeah.
It's not a neutral site game.
It's not.
It might be in Jacksonville. I think it's in Jacksonville.
Yeah,
if it's in Jacksonville, that's not a neutral site, is it? But
no. I think the game every year is played at the Jaguars Stadium.
Okay. Yeah. It's at Everbank Stadium. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm still taking Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
Still taking Georgia. Like I said, we're gonna come out slow, and then we're gonna turn it up around the second quarter. But it's gonna be a slow start, especially incorporating the new tight end into the offense.
All right, so we'll go to the next game. Let me ask. I'm sorry with you, Dawson. Can Arizona upset Oregon State?
Yes. Yeah. Yes, they can. Arizona's been playing actually really good football lately. They almost upset USC. They beat the crap out of Washington State at home. Was that last week? Was that this weekend that just happened?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think they can win. I'm actually going to pick them to win. It's at home, right?
I think so, yeah.
I'm gonna pick Arizona to win.
All right. Bama, who you got?
Bama. Tough one too.
That's a tough one. Because Arizona's been playing, just having like real competitive losses.
Yeah, they've been playing good.
I mean, I'll probably take Arizona if they give me points. If I'm a bad man, I'll take Arizona with the points. But I think Oregon State gonna win that game close too.
Champ.
Oregon State. And DJ gonna have a huge game.
This could be his Heisman game.
Could be.
Duke versus Louisville. Dawson, who you got?
I'm gonna go with Louisville because I don't know if what's his name is playing. Is Riley Leonard playing?
I don't think so.
I don't. Oh yeah. So if he's
no
not
Riley
playing,
Leonard, no win.
Yeah, no win. Yeah, I'm picking Louisville. So the Cardinal. Jeff Brom's done a great job in his first year, by the way. So I'm gonna pick Louisville.
All right, Bama, who you got?
Yeah, Louisville. I would have picked. I just felt like they was gonna lose to Louisville anyway. Duke was due for it.
What'd you say?
I said I was gonna pick Louisville anyway, like whether they fucking
Handler
or not. Yeah. I felt like Duke was due for one anyway. Like they did not. They was due for an L. So
and they're coming off a huge game too.
All right, Champ, what you got?
No Riley Leonard, no win. So I'm taking Louisville.
Facts. All right, I'm gonna say this prediction too. So Colorado versus UCLA. I'm telling you this right now, Bama. If they lose, I need my apology. I need my apology about Colorado.
If they win, I need my fucking apology because I was supposed to be at that game.
Well, apology. I mean, it'll be a good win for sure. I'll apologize and say they what's the name? I doubted y'all win that game. I still got y'all 5-6, bro.
I'm trying to tell you, outside of that Stanford game, bro, they probably would only had 2 losses. Oh my god, bro.
I know that Stanford game got me so hot, bro. They should have.
Nah, because you can also say with other teams like Arizona State, Jalen Rashad ain't playing. Y'all barely won by 3.
Not only that, Colorado ain't got no defense.
The worst defense in the country. The worst.
If you look at this,
but
if you look at it, I mean, the average team that scored at least about 36 on them. So I mean, hey,
I think they technically
they kind of like the poor man's USC.
I think technically they have the worst.
Yeah, that's
defense.
what I'm about to say. Just in that league, though, I didn't just really think they was gonna dominate nobody. I felt like it could be enough games where that shit go back and forth to where they can squeak them out, because I got a lot of faith in Shador and them receivers what they had on offense and Travis. Granted, I did not see little buddy from Stanford coming, 13 catches, 300 yards. I did not see that coming at all. But you know, I mean, it happened, bro. That's OD, dog. Like,
I got
head. That just hurt my soul.
I got UCLA. I got UCLA by 17. I think that
What?
defense is, yes. I don't think Colorado about to be scoring that many points like that, because UCLA defense is like that. That's not a defense.
UCLA.
You have actual good defense, and we've seen how Colorado plays versus good defenses.
Colorado's offensive line is terrible.
It don't look too good. It don't.
Shador take a lot of sacks. So
yeah. Dawson, who you got?
Yeah, I got UCLA by like 21.
Bama.
Colorado.
How much? By how much?
I don't care, just as long as they win. It don't matter. Like, that's what I've been telling y'all the whole season. I don't expect them to cover spreads and all of that shit. Like, I just expect them to get a win and whatever. Pretty much, I thought the whole season was gonna be like TCU, dead ass.
Shootouts and get it done.
Yeah, just like that. Like, I just thought the whole season was gonna pretty much be like that.
All right, Champ, who you got?
UCLA by 10.
All right, not too crazy. No.
UCLA isn't that good though.
Neither is Colorado.
Sure about that?
Oh my god,
bro, Bama, why you want to just keep it a buck? Colorado's not that good, bro.
I think UCLA is a lot better than what people think.
Yeah, bro. Like, come on.
They just in the Pac-12. Everybody good in the Pac-12 this year. A little bit of everybody's good. That's the best division in football.
You know what I'm saying? But let's get to this next one. You know, this is really game of the week, probably for sure. You know, Dawson, Oregon versus Utah. Who you got?
Bro, I've picked against Utah so many times this year.
You want to do it again?
Every single time I lose, and I'm going to pick against them again. I don't know why I'm going to pick Oregon. I don't know why I keep trying Utah, but I just think Oregon's a better team. And they just have a better quarterback. And Oregon actually plays defense, unlike USC. So give me Oregon.
All right, Bama.
You talking about the defense they played against Washington? I'm taking Utah.
You taking Utah to beat Oregon?
Yeah.
Without Cam Rising?
Utah don't have no offense like Washington.
That offense is too bad, bro.
Yeah.
The only reason why they was able to score that way against USC because USC has no defense.
Yeah, that shit is as worse as it's on Colorado level.
But I will tell y'all this though. Yeah, you say the offense is bad, but their run game actually is pretty solid, bro. They know how to at least run the ball. I mean, outside of no Cam Rising, but that's pretty much running the offense. You know what I'm saying? For the most part though, but what they do, bro, they pretty much can win a football game because they play a physical fucking brand. But they don't play defense like Utah, bro. I'm sorry, just Utah's OD. I don't know. I think they could pull it out. Is the game in Utah?
Let me go look. I've just seen it.
If it's at Oregon, it might be.
Yes, it is. Yes, Utah.
It's in Utah. Yeah, fuck yeah. I'm taking Utah.
Sam?
If it was at Otson, that's different.
Number one, like I said earlier, the only reason why Utah was able to put up points against USC because USC has no defense. You're not going to get no defense from Oregon. Oregon has the best complete team in the Pac-10 right now. So I'm going with Oregon.
All right. Yeah, I'm also going Oregon as well. I think it's going to be another huge game from Bo Nix because, like it or not, Bo Nix is one of the best quarterbacks in the country. And he gets disrespected a lot because his tenure at Auburn, but people get better throughout the time, right? I feel like he just get the disrespect a lot. But, that ends it for how we do for prediction stuff. But I'm going to ask, we got We got mad long, but we ain't gonna go for that long. So I'm just gonna ask y'all some couple questions. It might get a little crazy. So, Dawson, who's the most overrated college football player of all time?
Ooh.
Of all time.
Yeah.
Dude.
Ooh.
Gotta be a nigga that played for LSU.
Stop.
That's You know what? I'm gonna go with Vinny Testaverde. He was on the '80s Miami's team that was loaded. He won a Heisman. He threw like 5 picks. Vinny? He threw like 5 or 6 picks against Penn State in a national championship and lost.
You know why, don't you? Vinny was colorblind.
That's crazy. And he played.
Yeah, Vinny was colorblind.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he could. That's the reason why he threw so many interceptions.
Damn.
Yeah, Warren Sapp confirmed it about a couple of weeks ago. Vinny colorblind, so that's the reason why he could see it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I would never. Yeah. Coach Mark, I said the question: who's the most overrated college football player of all time?
I mean, there's a lot of like Heisman quarterbacks.
Bama.
I should have won Eric Crouch. No cap.
Bama, who's the most overrated college football player?
Overrated? I'll probably say for real, Matt Leinart. Matt Leinart players. I never thought about him.
Mark Sanchez, John David Booty, like the type of like stardom them USC quarterbacks got like after Carson Palmer. I really didn't like that because they was pretty much how Alabama quarterbacks was like during the same time. Like I'm talking about Greg McElroy and AJ McCarron. Tell me the difference between Matt Leinart and Greg McElroy. Please tell me. Like,
come on, chill out.
Seriously though.
Chill out.
Like it's no difference between AJ McCarron and them. It's no difference. Oh, if you had
Matt Leinart was dog water in the league.
Think about it, bro. Just think about everybody
he had around him, bro. Dwayne Jarrett, Mike Williams, bro. That tight end they had, Osborne. That boy was Xavier Grimble. I'm not even gonna talk about who they had. I'm not even gonna say nothing. You already know who they had in the backfield. We're not even finna do this, bro. Steve Smith, bro. That defense they had was OC too, bro. Like, man, I'll probably say one of them USC quarterbacks for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Champ.
This is a hard one. I'm gonna just be real, and this is not based on his time in the pro either. I will have to say Jamarcus Russell. And the reason why is because Al Davis really kind of overrated him as far as in college as well. He over-evaluated him because he really was a deep ball guy. And they wanted him to be like Dante Culpepper was when he was in UCF. Well, I think he was at UCF. But I think Jamarcus Russell was. He was just really a great deep ball type of guy. He really was not a guy that could make reads all over the field. And those LSU wide receivers made him look great. So this is not based on, and another reason why he was really the starter is remember that time he wasn't even supposed to be the starter. Remember Ryan Perrilloux was supposed to be the starter before he got in trouble.
Yep.
So Ryan Perrilloux was supposed to be the starter. And Ryan Perrilloux, in my opinion, had a higher ceiling and was better than Jamarcus Russell. But like I said, those LSU receivers made him look real, real good with that deep ball. And much like Randy Moss did with Dante Culpepper, they was really deep ball guys. And if you take away that deep ball, they ain't got nothing else anyway. So he would have been a bust either way.
All right. I mean, I think I'm gonna really get on my Tebow rant in the off season. We're gonna revisit this conversation, but I say Tebow's my answer. Let me think. If I think of another one, bro, it's just him.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. Hey, Money Man, he overrated. To be honest with you, I do think that Johnny Manziel.
No, Johnny Football was OD
though. Johnny Football was OD to the sense that he brought like value and stuff to college football that we almost never seen before, especially from a quarterback like that and the swag that he had. He was tough, but I just kind of feel like, especially as a quarterback, well, that man was a Mike Evans merchant, just throwing willy-nilly. Hey, he down there somewhere. Go get it.
No, it wasn't Mike Evans.
It was fucking Ryan Swoop.
Oh yeah, Ryan Swoops.
He was
Ryan.
like, he was tough.
Ryan Swoops. Hey, Ryan Swoops kind of a dog.
He was
Hey,
actually
he was tough,
bro.
I have a quick question I would like to ask the panel, real quick.
Yeah.
Because I have brought this up, and me and some of my partners, like I said, I'm from down south. We talk about this all the time.
Yeah.
USC in 2004. You remember all those teams was undefeated, and the guys was picking Auburn to face them. Do you think USC beats Auburn that year when they had Cadillac and Ronnie Brown, all those guys?
Because
sure?
they played them
the year before and they beat the shit out of Auburn. Like, and I think they had Cadillac and Ronnie Brown too. They played Auburn. The following year they played Arkansas and drilled the fuck out of Arkansas bad. And then the year before they had played Auburn, and I think they had drilled Auburn the year before, bro. Like,
yeah, I think
they had already played them because I was because you was cooking because they actually had that was the year that year.
Yeah,
right,
the year you're right, Gamma. They played Auburn the year before and 23-0 them at Auburn on the road.
They spanked them bad. So I thought that too because that was the year that they had 12 sacks in the Iron Bowl, 2004. That was like our sixth consecutive loss to Auburn. Oh my gosh. But I had looked up the year before they played them, same dudes on the roster and everything. USC didn't even play with fucking Auburn. They beat
I'm not gonna lie to you.
So I was like,
I'm looking at like the team and like the USC team.
the team's
kind of the same. No, it's kind of the same. It's like the Auburn and USC teams are like they're both the same. They just moved on. Like they just got older.
1 year older.
Like if
you wanted to say
they would have played again and USC would have won.
Yeah, because
like USC was just. Let's be honest, they were just so loaded. They were so loaded.
That was their era. That was their era.
They dominated. They dominated the mid 2000s, bro.
That was their era, bro.
All right. One more question I have, and Bama, you can relate to this.
Yeah.
Don't y'all think that Tyrone Plethro would have been a great pro?
Oh yeah, you know the
Jaguars still gave him a chance even after he had that compound fracture just to see, but he had no. He even walked out there, so that's my boy. I'm a diehard Bama fan, like Tyrone Plethro, Heflin, Alabama, dead ass. So the story was the Jags actually gave him a chance. So he went out there, he had to try. They got emotional behind it. He couldn't run no route. Like he just started shaking his head. He was like, I can't do it. And then they was like, they felt so bad they actually offered him a coaching job as a receivers coach on the Jags because that shit was just so bad, dog. Like
I remember that receiver. How did he get hurt again?
Yeah, he broke his leg.
Up 31-0. Yeah. Up 31-0 versus Florida at home, bro. They Brody Core throw a motherfucking jump ball. He jump up and his leg just folded, like, bro. That shit was just so gross, bro. Yeah, it was so gross.
And y'all would have won the national championship that year had he not got hurt.
No, we couldn't go that year because we was on pro. A lot of pros don't know. We was actually number 4 in the country. We actually couldn't go because we was on probation for 15 years. So even if we
went undefeated,
15.
What y'all do?
You remember
that's the damn president said this right
now. Alvin Jilks. I don't know if y'all remember that running back, bro, but that Alvin Jilks played at Alabama during the mid 80s, early 90s, and he had told like on a radio show that he had got money laying there, and you already back then during that time.
Back then
they just instantly that's a sanction, bro. They come quick. If they hear you got money anytime back then, bro, instantly they put us on a 15-year ban. That's why I was telling folks. That little 17-year drought where Alabama didn't win championships from 92 to all the way to when Nick Saban got there, that was just due to we was on a 15-year probation, bro. Like it was ugly for Bama. So we was already operating off 75% scholarships and everything.
So you basically saying like a mini Pony Express.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
All right. So let me ask y'all this, and I'm just gonna go ask y'all a question because we gotta do like for a few more minutes, you know. So who was the best college football quarterback after 2011? So after 2010, so after Cam Newton's year, who was the best college football quarterback in that stand? So from 2011 to 2023, who was been the best?
Bruno.
Oh yeah, that is kind of an easy answer. I want to see if somebody got a different one. I know.
It's a few quarter breed. Fucking I ain't gonna lie. Lil Man was fire. Kyler Murray, he was dope.
He was.
Lil Man was dope. Bro, y'all playing, bro. Tua. Y'all playing, bro.
Oh my God.
I ain't
Right.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. A lot of them quarterbacks in Alabama, y'all was such product of the situation y'all had.
Oh man,
I'm sorry, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Like, the only one I give, like, I don't even know. Like, the only one I really give grace to is Bryce Young because I saw him do it without them crazy receivers his senior year or last year. But like the AJ McCarron, the Blake Sims, the Tua, Matt Jones.
I would tell you, Blake Sims was. You want to talk about Johnny Manziel was a Mike Evans merchant.
He was
Amari Cooper merchant.
Oh my God! Almost went yes. 1914. I was like, bro, oh my God! Talk about Amari Cooper merchant.
Yeah, it was bad.
Good Lord,
Amari Cooper finished like top 3 in the Heisman that year.
Top 3 in the Heisman, bro. I remember this vividly. That's why we lost to Ohio State, bro. They literally bracketed. They put a cornerback and an outside linebacker over him off the initial part, and they put a safety over top. He was still trying to throw it to Amari Cooper. I'm like, I was like, dog, y'all gotta be playing right.
I feel like that question too easy. I just realized I forgot Joe Burrow existed. Let me think. All right,
Baker Mayfield, he was pretty good.
Baker Mayfield probably is the best.
All right, let me ask you this. Who is the most overrated college football team of all time?
Most overrated.
Most overrated.
Definitely.
I think who won the national championship in 2000?
Oklahoma.
That team was overrated because they wouldn't have they cheated Miami out of that national championship.
No, that was Ohio State. That was Ohio State.
No. Wasn't that not FSU with Peter Ward?
The year Miami got cheated. Yeah, 2000. I think that was either Peter Ward. They beat Mike
because they cheated Miami out of that national championship that year. That is the most overrated team.
Yes,
I think that's
Miami was supposed to win.
That's Ohio State you talking about.
That was in 02.
Gamble in them.
No. I'm talking about the year that
Miami
really won back to back.
Miami really should have had a 3-peat.
01, 02.
They should have had a 3-peat.
Because
they got cheated by Ohio State.
2000 was Florida State. 2000.
Yeah, 2000. But what I'm talking about is
didn't Miami beat FSU that year?
Yeah, they beat the number 1 team and the number 2 team that year. They beat both of them that year, and they still didn't let them go to the BCS national championship.
It says they were undefeated though.
Who?
Florida State in 2000.
No, they must be that 1999-2000 team because I know Miami beat number 1 and 2 that year.
Yeah, I know. OG, I know what year you talking about. That was the national champions of Ohio State, and they got cheated off that pass interference called Chris Gamble. He was
that's
receiver and DB.
That's when Wilson
number 2.
Yeah, that's 2002. That's when Wilson got his
because they won. But I thought Miami won 01, 02, and then
no, they lost in 02.
They lost in 02. They won in 01. They got cheated out.
They should have won a 2. They should have 3-peated.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We ain't gonna do too much, so that's gonna end it up. This is gonna end for today. Do a little quick hour. Appreciate you, Ben, for pulling up. Appreciate you, Champ, for pulling up, Dawson.
No problem.
We're gonna be back here, of course, every Tuesday and Wednesdays, and then make sure y'all Friday again. Y'all tune in. I got Sterling Shepard pulling up. That's gonna be a lit VIP room.
Hell yeah.
And I'm gonna try to get my boy Bama, get Xavier McKinney to come on so he can be all geeked up for his Bama boy.
Bama product.
Yeah, so
fucking right.
That's gonna do it. So appreciate y'all coming out. We out. Peace.
All right.